I'm Dr. Joseph Wells, founder and chairman of the Association of Certified Fraud Examiners, here at the ACFE's original historic headquarters in Austin, Texas. The class you are taking is called Fraud Examination. It involves resolving allegations of fraud from inception to disposition, obtaining documentary evidence, interviewing witnesses and potential suspects, writing investigative reports, testifying about the findings, and assisting in the detection and prevention of fraud. Fraud is a special type of crime because it employs deception and a betrayal of trust. There are only 3 ways to illegally take money or property from an innocent victim: force, stealth, or trickery. Offenses that employ trickery are frauds. We've heard the term forensic accounting. It's similar to the field of fraud examination, but there are major differences. Forensic accounting is accounting work done for courtroom purposes. It can involve fraud, but forensic accounting is also used for bankruptcy cases, marital disputes, business valuations, and other financial litigation. Fraud, on the other hand, doesn't necessarily involve accounting. A staged accident, for example, can be insurance fraud. The discipline of fraud examination relates to 4 concepts: fraudulent financial transactions, legal elements of fraud, the prevention and deterrence of fraud, and fraud investigation. In a sense, fraud examination picks up where accounting leaves off. And if you're studying to be an accountant, you will find that the public looks to you to detect and deter fraud. You therefore will benefit greatly from anti-fraud education. Remember, however, that books and records don't commit fraud. People do. It isn't enough to know how fraud is committed. To detect and prevent it, you must also know why. Don't be afraid to seek answers to your questions. A successful fraud examiner is part detective, part lawyer, part accountant, and part criminologist. All major accounting firms employ fraud examiners, but so do private sector companies and governmental agencies. I started my career with an accounting degree and worked for an auditing firm. Then, for nearly a decade, I was an FBI agent who investigated fraud. The Certified Fraud Examiner, known as the CFE credential, is recognized for hiring and promotional purposes by many organizations, including the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the Internal Revenue Service, and the Securities and Exchange Commission, among others. Career opportunities in this exciting field abound for those with the right combination of knowledge, skills, and abilities. The Association of Certified Fraud Examiners is the world's largest anti-fraud organization with nearly 60,000 members in more than 140 nations. You might be able to join as a student member. For more information, visit acfe.com. You represent the next generation of fraud fighters. Whether you find a career in accounting, the private sector, or law enforcement, learning more about how to prevent and detect fraud will enhance your marketability and help make our world a better place. For the Association of Certified Fraud Examiners, I'm Dr. Joseph Wells.